I didn't get a chance to ask Rocky about this, but there was a little bit of an incident you had when you were filming. Mm-hmm. How'd that help or hurt the calendar?
Well, we were shooting a scene in the middle of a public street, as people do, and somebody was afraid that we were going to get fake blood on their car, so they felt it necessary to call the police. Police came, didn't really do much, and the next day it had made the news, Hartford Current. By the day after that, it had made Boston.
You're seeing right here, it's the Daily Mail, or the Daily Mirror, I should say, in the UK. The story from right across the border of Massachusetts, the headline reads, "Bikini-clad zombies spark fear in the U.S." In a small town. Well, that town prepared. They called 911. The police showed up, and then this calendar photo shoot, it went viral to all corners of the web.
We definitely shot up a few fans during that whole week.
So, out of that, did you happen to notice, like, did you get any pre-orders for the calendar from, say, Europe or anywhere like that you're going to send them to? Or?
By that point, the calendar wasn't even done. The calendar wasn't even done that. There were still shoots that hadn't even been taken. It was, I think that was the point where we realized, man, we really need to make this zombie calendar now.
So tell us a bit about how you got the calendar started.
You know, man, it was honestly just a crazy idea I had. I had pretty much just been driving around one day, and I'm like, zombies and bikinis wouldn't be a bad idea. So I got a couple makeup artist friends I kind of knew from around the way, and I was like, hey, man, I got this crazy idea. You guys want to do it? And they said, hell yeah.
Yeah, he came to me. He had worked with me on a couple other projects, so when he came to me, it was instant. You know, had to jump on this. You know.
I learned how to do special effects makeup around October last year, and so Rocky approached us with the idea for the project and asked me to be one of the makeup artists. I had done some zombie work before, so I kind of knew how to look and act like a zombie.
Rocky randomly got a hold of me, asked me, he knew that I had done taping, filming stuff like that for you guys, pretty much. He asked me if I'd like to come tape some of the makeup process, make little YouTube videos. We did a few of those, and then I just slowly wormed my way in, I guess.
Next thing you know, 2 weeks. 2 weeks later, and then we were starting shooting already.
So you got the calendar started. Then how'd you recruit the models for the thing? Did you actually have auditions, or did you just go out and just found friends and stuff?
Well, I'm actually I'm on a couple sites where go for models and stuff like that. So I contacted a couple of them that way. Otherwise, it would pretty much just been friends of friends, or friends of mine, or just all from around the way.
I've known Nichelle, who does a lot of the makeup, my whole life, and I was actually the first shoot that they did, and it took forever, and it was a lot of fun, but they called me up one day, and they were just like, hey, do you want to be in a zombie calendar? And I was like, I guess, why not?
He kind of contacted me saying, this seems right up your alley, and it was.
Actually, one of my friends works with, Josh and some of the creators, and she knew that this would be right up my alley. So she mentioned it to me, and I needed a little kick in the butt to get started, to get, kind of pushed into it. But I eventually, went for it, auditioned kind of, and got the part.
I actually knew Rocky through a friend of mine, Shawnee, and so just pretty much through that, I was interested. I thought it was a cool idea, something different, something new. Not something you see every day.
My boyfriend's cousin actually promoted it on Facebook, said they were looking for models, and I was like, sign me up.
I knew Rocky, and I saw that he was doing it, and she modeled for it, and I got involved with modeling and hair through Michelle and Rocky.
Well, I've been modeling for a little bit, and Rocky had contacted me months prior to do another project, and that just didn't go through. And then he had happened to be starting this one, and he contacted me and asked if I'd be interested, and I'm a huge zombie fan, so I jumped right on that to do it.
Rocky found me on Facebook, too, and asked me if I wanted to do it. I was a little leery at first. I was like, zombies? I don't know. But I did it. It was a lot of fun, so.
Zombies are
definitely
hot.
Worth it, yeah. Zombies are hot.
So since you're the model coach, you've coached the models into how to look pretty ugly or pretty scary, as you were saying. So it was like for you to see that, like them actually, their photos come out and they're...
Yeah, it was really fun because a lot of them were really, all of them said that they were nervous to start off with. And I was like, don't be nervous. And having me on set with them behind the camera and instructing them like that kind of set them at ease, because they weren't doing like these they feel like silly and awkward poses, but I was doing them with them, so they didn't feel embarrassed about doing it. So it was good. Like afterward, most of them would come up to me and be like, I'm really glad that you were there. You really helped me out. It made me feel better about doing stuff. So.
Most time consuming, I'd have to say, was the October shoot. We had we built a lot of molds for that one. We perfected the mold process by that point. But it was definitely a lot of work for that one. A lot more building going on around her.
Probably like 6 hours mine took. I had lots of small wounds over various parts. One really cool thing, which didn't make it in the shot that they used, was I actually had nubs that they did on my hands because there was bear traps all over the ground, live bear traps. So it was really scary because I was barefoot. And I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't see. So I was like trying to tiptoe, not step in any bear traps because they were live bear traps. Yeah. But the nubs were really cool because they were trying to do this thing where it looked like my hand got caught in one of the bear traps. Didn't make it in, but it was really cool. That took like an hour for them to do, so it kind of stunk that it didn't make it in, but it was like 6 hours, but it was totally worth it and a lot of fun. So covered in blood. I mean, it was awesome. It was awesome.
So how long did this makeup take you today?
I want to say about 2 hours. And usually, I guess for shoots, they say it's a lot longer of a process. Say doing the whole body and whatnot. But yeah, it took about 2 hours.
Mine was only like 6 hours in the chair. Yeah, only 6 hours. I say that because hers was just insane.
7, 8 hours. And I had a whole prosthetic on my face that was glued to my face. I had no mouth and missing no eye from like 10 in the morning until like 7 o'clock at night.
And then multiple days of just fitting the piece.
Yeah.
It was unlike anything I've ever done. I don't typically wear any sort of makeup ever. And I had to sit in a chair for about, altogether, I think 8.5 hours. I think I had like a half an hour, 45-minute break in between all that. Just sitting, getting glued up, latex, gunk everywhere. It was awesome, though. I can't say that I didn't enjoy it.
You were the victim, and you were the actual zombie in that shot. How long did it take you to get all done? Because that's a lot of work, it looks like.
It was 5.5 hours of makeup and about 25 minutes of shooting, actually. So makeup was definitely more intense than shooting.
So is it like you guys are like now like your own little sorority almost? Of like you all like bonded, or you all have like y'all like trading stories about how long did you sit in the chair and how did you deal with it?
I've met more than Michelle has because I did some of the other models' hair for shoots. So I was there for doing their hair and stuff like that while they were getting their makeup done. So I knew a few of them.
Yeah, there's still some I haven't met.
Yeah.
But it does feel, it has that odd click thing going on, even though you don't really know them. We're still bonded through, this calendar.
Today we're having the big meet and eat, big unveiling of the calendar. What is it like to like you said, you were thinking of it in your car, driving around and just hanging out, and now it's done and it's out there, and people are able to see it. What's that like?
It's pretty crazy, man. Actually, a friend of mine, Shane, who does makeup, said that the simplest form of magic is when you take a intangible idea and you turn it into something tangible. And it's like up until I opened those calendar boxes up yesterday, it was just crazy to me, and then all of a sudden it sunk in that hey man, I had this off the wall idea and it just happened to work.
It's definitely a trip. It's to see all that work come together after all those months, and I mean, to see a final product. You almost never get to see the final product. There's always a million promo shoots, a million pics to pick through and everything, but then to just see it all right there, yeah, it's a trip, definitely.
Just seeing the first calendar come out of the box, like my heart skipped a beat. It was incredible. So much time, so much effort, like just a lot of energy just went into this project, and it's just really great to see it coming about.
I just saw it today. I thought it was amazing. There's a lot of work that goes into it, probably more than people really recognize. So That was amazing. You know, I knew some of the girls going into this anyways, and you can't even recognize them, all the work, like hours of makeup and whatnot, so it's really awesome.
I was at a loss for words, as I am right now.
I love it. I was so impressed with it. They did a really good job. Definitely put their heart and soul into it, and I can't wait for the next one.
The finished product of the calendar came out amazingly, more than I think any of us expected they would look from like the rough pictures that we did see. And it, like she said, it all just fit together. Even every month was different. Everything tied together through all the pictures.
I was absolutely amazed. It's phenomenal the way that it came out. Everything looks so professional, and everyone shoots one very well. I didn't meet any of the models until today, actually. I got sneak peeks of the calendar and stuff like that. I was very impressed. Everyone did such great work. I think it came out really awesome.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
All that hard work. Like, it got better as the months went on.
Yeah.
Every month had something
different.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, I've seen a couple because
we got away easy.
I saw a couple, but I really didn't know that. I don't know. It was that gruesome the rest of the months.
Me either. It's pretty cool though.
It was awesome.
Looking at others.
It was awesome.
I thought it was really great. I like the whole feel of it. All the pictures, I think, have that same kind of textural look to them, so they look like they all belong together. Even though none of us knew what the other people were doing, it has that kind of grimy look to it, which I thought was really cool. And everyone looks fantastic. So glad to be in a calendar full of other hot women.
There's another one coming. We hear Rocky was saying there's one next year. Anything that we should be looking forward to? Anything bigger that you're going to do as opposed to this year's?
You mean like fatter zombies?
Next year's calendar is going to be, again, zombie women, but this time, zombie women planking.
Explosions?
People falling off buildings?
Yeah, sure.
All right, you're here to hear first. People falling off buildings in next year's calendar. Josh Eden's going to be the stunt double.
I've already been the body double for several of these girls.
You